Hi. Can everyone hear me okay? All right. Well, I guess I'm here to say that health insurance companies don't want to pay your bills. I know this is shocking to everyone that's here. Okay, but all right. I have worked customer service for United Health, and I could tell you horror stories all day, but I'm not here for that. Okay, I'm here to tell y'all about me. At 26, I was diagnosed with sarcoma, which is a type of cancer. You don't get chemo, you get body parts lopped off. Okay, and it was in my chest. I had a football-sized tumor in my chest at 26. Okay, and so doctors are telling me we don't even know if you're going to keep all your ribs. We don't know what you're going to look like after all of this, okay? And this is a horrifying time in my life, obviously. And I had student insurance through United Health. I was an unemployed student at UAH at the time, trying to finish up my degree. I had their insurance, and it covered hospital stays. It did not cover radiation treatment, which, by the way, is $82,000, which was not covered. Okay, it didn't cover 10% of my hospital stays, which 2 weeks at Vanderbilt total for all my surgeries. So there's 10% of that it didn't cover. So I got out of 6 figures of medical debt because I was broke, which obviously, had I had a good job at the time and not been an unemployed student, had I been 30s, 40s with a good job, I wouldn't have been able to do that, but I did. But basically, what I'd like to say is my initial surgery to get the tumor out, I'm a deformed mess after that, okay? You don't take out a football-sized tumor and look the same. You don't, okay? And United Health had the nerve to deny all of those surgeries initially because mole removal was not covered in my policy. Okay, mole removal was not covered in my policy. They tried to say that I had a pre-existing condition at one point because of a couple of weeks over winter break, which I had apparently not been covered. It was you have to sign up every semester, and over the winter break, for some reason, for 2 weeks, I wasn't signed up for insurance. So they initially tried to say that it was a pre-existing condition and they wouldn't cover any more of the reconstructive surgeries. They tried that tactic. They tried to call it cosmetic at one point, which if you had seen what I looked like, that was funny, okay? And so even if you have insurance that covers surgeries, they don't want to do it. And so it just be called out of regulations. And as far as Obamacare goes, I'm only getting 30 hours at my job at a nonprofit organization now. I don't qualify for health insurance through my work. I am working on my second degree in nursing now, and Calhoun, the school that I'm going to for my nursing clinicals, they quit offering their student health insurance plan, ironically, August 2012, when insurance had to start covering birth control. I don't know if that's a coincidence or what, but that's when they quit offering their insurance plan. So I don't have health insurance now, but given my previous medical history, I can't buy insurance off the private market right now. So 2014, I will have health insurance through Obamacare. So I just wanted to throw that out there too. So that's my story.
Thank you so much. Well, we had a lot of surprising stories. I expected to hear some parts of that, but not all of them. I just want, in closing, to say that as a pediatrician, the reason that I got concerned about this was that I hear these stories every week in my office, sometimes every day, and it's very hard. to know that that's going on and that, you know, it's not really changing that much. For my patients, I will have one 8-year-old whose parent has one job and another 8-year-old whose parent has another job, may have the same condition, and only one of them can get help. I got a new patient a couple of weeks ago with a mental health condition that is over my head. It's way over my head, and when I say that means something, because I've been forced to learn to treat mental health conditions that should be over my head, but because there's nobody else to do it for so many of these children. There is no child psychiatrist at the mental health center. And that's where most of my patients have to go. There is a psychiatrist who sees children, but that's a different thing from a child psychiatrist. So I got this new patient with this over my head problem, and her deductible for mental health is $4,000. $4,000. I still don't know exactly what we're going to do. That's going to be hard. I hope that by listening to these stories, I don't know what we will do about it. Our organization, and we've got some paperwork on the table, is in support of single payer of Medicare for all. But that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. But I think that on the community level, when you hear all this, you know, we really can't wait for them at the national level to figure everything out. So I hope that we'll all go home and think about this. Is there something that we can do in the community? Can we change the way that we're looking at each other? Can we come up with something more creative? Can we come up with something different and work together as a community? Thank you very much.